get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Handoff to the single running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Sellers. Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now, LaNorris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body. You better look out in college football.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play, but you're not able to get him on the ground. And now they've gotten another first down.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought on in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Finds his man. It's Brown. Offense scoops it up and still going. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
What a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the tight end. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Offense in a bunch formation. Back to throw, it's Drones. He's going to take a shot. Makes the grab on the right. Lots of room to run. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that left side now. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He might want another play. To throw, it's Sellers. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
The Gamecocks are marching down the field. Lost a throw on first down. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Hunt. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Once he got some room, it was over.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Rush is on him. They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Stewart. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down.
South Carolina, 14. Virginia Tech, 7.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. A strike downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof, if you get up now, you dang sure going to feel it later.
Fighting off the defender. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Hokey, high, tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game, the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built, just a tough group of individuals.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Drones. Looking to buy time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Makes the grab. It's Bennett. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
To the air, it's Sellers. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to run it. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
All right, defense. It ain't working. We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
as an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab on the big throw. Touchdown, Hokie. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you've got a guy that just breaks the container in the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. The short hands, it's Bennett. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. This dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Got his man out of the backfield. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
It's caught. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Milwin. Here comes the heat. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Fair catch, called for and made. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He unleashes a long one. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here is still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
To the air on second down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Wants to throw. It's Drones. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The kick is on its way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. He throws one to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there. He just wasn't able to stab him.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, he drops to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. So here they come going for it on fourth and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
And the Virginia Tech offense will take over first and 10.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
South Carolina, 31. Virginia Tech.
And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. wide receiver going in motion. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here's a heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure, because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
To the air, it's Nolan. Under fire. Complete to the left. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen.
There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going for 6. Touchdown Gamecocks! And the stomping has commenced.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Mississippi State was anything but dominant, but the Bulldogs are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California.
Going for it all. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And they gambled in their own end.